Dude, she's gonna do it. She's doing it. She did it. Literally, the roadcaster is her hype man. Like, that's her hype
That's
man.
what I'm here
is
for.
The roadcaster. It's fine.
What
It's
I'm
all
here
good.
for. It's all good.
No biggie.
Happy rainy Saturday.
Word.
I love a good rainstorm though.
I mean, it's all yeah. Well, I guess there's a tropical storm doing something somewhere. So this is what we got.
Yep.
What do we do? I mean, I'm messed up from boxing.
Yeah, this morning.
Like, I'm so messed up from boxing.
Having a lot of feelings
Holy
about it.
crap. Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is just,
Calm down.
My bad.
Easy.
My bad.
Yeah. Absolutely just
It's an interesting class.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know what like it's a boxing class. It's not like it's not sparring, it's not one-on-one.
Kickboxing,
Yeah,
it's
like it's not a
not-
private lesson. It's
Yeah.
not and I mean, homie was in it to win it.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
Yep.
He's absolutely consistent in coming.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like he wants to be a kickboxer or something, and he's in a boxing class full of, moms and people that just want to get fit.
Yeah.
And
again go back to like the gym etiquette podcast that we had of like just be more aware of your surroundings and a little bit more respectful of other people. And there's plenty of opportunities for open gym or one-on-one, like you said, and it just was a very interesting interesting class this morning. So
I didn't have it for him. I couldn't concentrate. I would have to stop and look and just be like, what is happening right now? I mean, a man moved from like, I don't know how many bags.
mm-hmm.
Like, cause you know how they have the bags hanging and you just work at your own bag, and he just hopped from small bag to big bag to, I don't even know what was happening, but I couldn't even focus. I was just watching him like, what's going on right now? But
yeah,
it was cool. I mean, I always love going to boxing, but you get there's those few.
Just feel wherever we go. So
I know.
Well, now we know, and we'll hopefully plan accordingly, and maybe find another time that.
But it was cool.
Yeah.
Got to see Neko. Good friend of mine, known him a long time, known his family a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And he is throwing his hat into the professional MMA ring. So he's kind of in the midst right now of working himself up.
Yep.
So he can get some more high profile fights.
I think this is going to be his biggest one so far, right?
Yeah, there's 2 belts on the line.
Oh, that's big.
So
yep.
And I think, I don't know. I don't know. I think if he gets this one, then like if he wins this one, then the next one is like
the statement one.
Yeah.
Like more notice, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for him. He's fighting at a different weight than we've seen. What do you say? He was 190
before. I think. Yeah.
Now he's 162.
That's insane.
Yeah. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, that's insane.
So, I'm happy for him.
Mm-hmm.
Saw him this morning. He looks great. Just he looks fast as hell, and we know he's strong as hell because he was 190.
Yeah. He looks like he's in it.
Yeah. So he's ready to go. He's even smaller than that. Like, even if you kind of scroll through that, like he's kind of even smaller than that now.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
yeah, that was from his last fight.
Yeah.
So if we go back to in the red, nope, that one right there, that's fine. That was him getting ready for his last fight.
Yeah.
So, and that was what? That was
a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was him.
And he's 4 weeks out right now.
Yep.
So
Did you talk to him? Like, is he saying like he's ready? He's
yeah, he's super ready. He's super focused. You know, he even said that ain't nobody out there faster than him, which I absolutely believe that, because I remember him when he was like, when he wasn't fighting at a higher weight, when he was smaller, because when he was a kid, he was a skinny kid. He was always tall, but he was skinny. And he was lightning fast. There's no one to kind of match him with his muscle. Like, his muscles don't fatigue. Like, his muscle endurance is unmatched by anybody else.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, he said he's ready. He wants to knock somebody out. I mean, anybody that knows him knows that his submission game is second to none. And I think he wants to make a statement with his stand up and his hands. And I'm not mad at it. I'm ready.
Well, I saw one of his reels. I don't know if it was recent or maybe a couple weeks ago or whatever.
He was sparring.
No, he wasn't sparring. I think he was at a training camp. He was training or a convention or something like that. And it was just like all you saw was how fast his fucking legs are. Like his legs, it's like he's just standing there and his legs just kind of come out of nowhere. And it's like, it's incredible how, because he's long. Like his limbs are long, but he's in such control of them. And that just, is from his training. He's been doing it forever.
Yeah. I mean, he
grew up on it. And
that axe kick that he has, I've seen him use it a bunch of times, and
is that the up down?
Yep, and it's devastating. It's absolutely devastating.
Have you ever gotten one?
I never have. Yeah. Thank God. Because I'm not here for that.
Because you used to train with him, but was it in like a sparring kind of setting, or was it more like learning katas and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean,
both.
His dad is very kind of, his name's Tom Getling, very famous mixed martial artist, has his own, they fight out of Sanlung Mu, which his dad created. And they have their very own style, their very own mindset, and their, the style of the Three Dragons, and they have their own mindset, and it's very, very, very intense and very cool. And if you've never been like serious about something, getting serious with them is
pretty cool.
It's you won't ever have an experience like that anywhere else. And it's the whole family. Like the whole family. Tom started it, and then his wife Jackie, their mom, and then the three kids. They've all done it. I think Neko's taken it the furthest. But he's like his dad. He's the most passionate about it. He loves it, and he eats, sleep, and breathes it from his core. And I mean, the dude was a champion wrestler in high school. Yeah, I think he's been grand champion. I don't know how many times he's been overseas, fought, in South America. Like they're just, the family is incredible. They're amazing. Yeah. And you can't, like a training style like that. That's kind of hard to compete with.
Yep.
And I think that people are going to find out that's hard to compete with.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see him. Let me just share this real quick. Cause he's he's 4 weeks out.
I think he's 4 weeks out. Yeah.
Yep. He looks amazing. And he's fighting in Hot Bog on the island. And yeah, I think there's still tickets out there. It's October 21st. So
I love their names.
Yeah.
Their little catch names.
Yeah, the unit.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. And that ninja. And that's
who he
accurate.
is.
He's that ninja Neko, and good luck, because he's already planned out how he won in his head, and that's going to be it. So it should be good. I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it. It's usually, there's some like live Instagram feed that usually, that puts it out. And
I'm pretty sure that Hill Street will do the same thing. So if you can't find it on YouTube, you
yeah,
can always find the live stream. Someone usually does it on the Hill Street Instagram or whatever. Or they've done the last couple times. I don't know if there's, because this is a title fight, I don't know if there's like regulations around streaming and that kind of stuff. But his last couple ones we've been able to see just on the live.
yeah, and it's been quick, and
it's
you can
quick.
see it. I mean, everybody wants to kind of take him to the ground, and man, that's the wrong one to take to the ground for anything. Like,
yeah, I always ask. I've asked him, and I've asked his coaches or whatever. Like, that has to be such an adrenaline drive. I mean, the hype is for so long. I mean, the hype is now, like in the training and the notice and the social media shares and all of the advertisement. Like, it's such a hype. It's such an adrenaline dump right now. Like, I just find it so fascinating that they can keep the hype up for so long without dropping and just being completely exhausted. Even when these fights, I mean, the ones that I have seen have been very, very quick. So it's like the hype is so big and it's for such a long time. And then the fights are so quick. Like, that for me mentally is the most interesting part about all of it, is just like, how do you stay so hyped for so long and keep that adrenaline rush for so long? And then these matches are so short,
I mean, it's the Mike Tyson phenomenon. Like, I can remember my grandfather, and that was when you literally calling up and buying pay-per-view. You know what I mean? And he'd be ready to watch these things, and these Mike Tyson fights would last, 19 seconds, and then he'd be pissed.
They spent all that money.
Yeah, and it was like, one good punch, and that was it. The person was out.
Yep.
So I mean, I think they all have to kind of go through it. They have to promote the fight, and they have to, you look at even Jake Paul, any of those guys, like, they have to promote the fight. They have to act like they hate the person that they're fighting. And I'm sure most of them do actually not like the person that they're fighting.
Yeah.
But they got to put on a show for us to want to watch it. You don't want to see two guys that like each other get in the ring. You want to see two guys that want to tear each other's face off get in the ring. And
yeah, it's the hype of the weigh-ins and the nose-to-nose pictures and
and Neko is one of the best performers I've ever seen, and he doesn't disappoint. It's like, there's a kind of a performance
quality to it.
Yeah, but he backs it up. You're gonna catch some shit to the face. You're gonna get submitted. He's gonna crawl all over you and put his weight on you, and you're not gonna know what happened to you or how your arm got where it got. Like,
listen, I've been in the gym to see some of his sessions, and whew. Dedication.
Yeah, I mean today he was having a dude that's like twice his size, maybe more than that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Kev, I love you. I don't know how much you weigh, but Kev's a big dude, and he literally just wanted Kev to sit on him and ground and pound him so that he can feel what it's like and figure out how to deal with that type of situation. And you're just gonna ask somebody twice your size to get on top of you and pound, like, punch you in the face for however long, just so you know what that feels like. I mean,
that's dedication.
Come on,
right
man.
there.
Like, there's not too many people gonna ask that.
Yep.
For that, you're just kind of like, oh, I'll figure it out when I get in it. No, you can't figure it out when you get in it. And Neko knows that, and he's ready. He's ready. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
It was good to see him this morning.
Yeah, I was. He looks great. Yep.
He does.
So that's real mixed martial arts, but boxing part was fun. I'm sore. I'm tired. I got my workout in. I got my reps in.
Yeah.
And
weekends are always fun.
Yeah, super cool. I mean, I'm sad that tonight we were supposed to talk to that super awesome free thinking lesbian who I love her IG, and we're not gonna get to do that tonight. But yeah, definitely sad about that. But we'll get her on another time. She's dealing with something right now. So
yep.
But yeah, have her on again, or have her on.
That'll be fun.
Hopefully when everything's all good. And go get your snacks. Go get your snacks.
Okay, go ahead.
Having a 6-year-old, snacks need to be had
Pay
constantly.
attention. What you doing, okay? Oh,
Facts.
So many. Well, you have your snacks.
I don't drama.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
oh okay.
No snacks
Uh,
happen
We
here.
all have our snacks.
All right,
oh,
no snacks.
the other fun thing was I wanted to know, did you see the Hiller post that he put up
I did not.
about Matt Frazier?
No.
Oh my god.
Tell me or show me.
I'll try to find it.
No, I did not.
Dude, so funny. I mean,
Oh boy.
not funny, but
Funny.
like I don't know. I feel like he's going for some jugulars right now, and I'm not mad about it. I'm I'm here for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So let's see. Can I pull it up? Yeah, he totally put something up. Um and it just kind of alludes to it. Like he's very it's kind of super funny. I don't know if is that it? Yeah, it's a post with his wife,
Okay.
and he's basically like she had hip surgery,
Yes.
and then she took like it was taking her a little while to recover, and then I think that she just started taking peptides
Oh, she did.
and recovered fairly quickly
Uh-huh.
and feels great about it and is like I would never have another surgery. It's right here. I'll share it. Like I will never have another surgery without taking peptides because it just helped her recover so much better, um, made her feel amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a little nod to Hiller to Frazier under there. And Shane Orr. Like it's like could have bought a Porsche, am I right? Like Shane Orr, because like it's either pay the $120,000 to have the surgery
Oh.
or just take peptides, save the 120,000 for recovery and all that stuff or whatever. And then I don't know. I don't know. There's little subtle digs. I'm trying to kind of dig into it and find it and whatever, but she definitely said that the peptides made her recovery better and whatnot. And he's been kind of doing a lot of like that's his transformation from being on peptides to coming off peptides.
Yep.
And he's kind of comparing what his body looks like now
How his body has changed. Yeah.
to what Frazier's body has gone throughout his career. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, interesting.
Right. So like where Matt was heavy in 2015
Yeah.
and now
Interesting.
yeah.
Oh, Hiller.
So he's
They're so fun. He just knows how to like
he's shaking the jar of spiders.
He slips it in there real
Yeah,
quick.
like 2020 and then his body looks like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's just kind of slipping some little nuggets and
Well,
shaking the
he's
jar a
happy
little
to be
bit.
back
And,
on Instagram. So I'm assuming.
oh yeah, and I mean as far as that getting back on Instagram, I mean no, does he have all of the followers that he had back on there? No,
No.
but what it's been 4 days, 5 days,
If
he's
that,
got
yeah.
5,000 something followers on his and I mean
Yeah.
they'll eventually find him and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So his YouTube station is fine. So
Right. YouTube is going to be more
yeah,
forgiving than.
well, YouTube didn't knock him off. It's his same YouTube station.
Mhm.
They didn't. It was Instagram that knocked him off.
Yeah.
So whereas he had the blue check mark with, I don't know how many
Followers
thousands
you
of
have to have.
followers
Yeah.
he had, but like he had thousands and thousands and thousands of followers, and now
They'll find him.
yeah, he's
They'll
not.
find him. So
That's what we said last time. Like I don't really think you can just outright cancel anybody anymore. I don't think that's a thing.
no, they'll always find their way back.
So
Yep.
but that was funny.
Oh, Hiller, he's so fun.
Yeah, he's stirring the pot a lot right now. I like it. I'm here for it. I live for that. I think it's fun.
You got the popcorn ready?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, shoot, that's part of what's entertaining in sports.
Mm-hmm.
I still say they should go back to when steroids in baseball. I want to
Yeah.
see a bunch of jack juiced up dudes hitting,
Home runs.
500-foot home runs 70 something freaking times, and
Yep.
see 4 of them go for the all-time record. Like I'm do it. Like
Yeah.
I'm good for it. Watching this right now is just, I'm sure I'll talk about it with your brother eventually, but and
Are you so excited?
he'll probably disagree with me. He'll probably say like the integrity of the game and blah blah blah. And I don't hate on that, but also
You're here for the tea.
I want to see jacked up dudes, juiced up dudes throw 105 miles an hour as a
Mhm.
pitcher and hit 500-foot home runs
Yep.
80 times. Like, I want to see that. You know what I mean? Just like I want to go back to the 80s, and no, it probably wasn't good for football players to, but I want to see the big hits. I want to see the running backs run 85 times and score,
Yep.
40 touchdowns. Like I just like
Want to see it all, honey?
go for it. Just like bodybuilding. You think I want to watch bodybuilding and see not juiced up dudes? No, I want to see the biggest, juiced up, freakiest dudes I can possibly watch in bodybuilding. Like,
That's just so much on your body. Holy crap!
what do you mean?
Bodybuilding.
They're here for the good time, not a long time.
You're right.
But
that's it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Then they're not here to live till they're 70.
No.
Just get real big
Have a lot of women.
and then just kill
Make
over.
some money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be in some action movies.
Yep.
And I mean, look, Arnold did it. My man's almost 80. Like,
Well, see, he got out right when bodybuilding banned all the steroid use and shit.
yeah, right. Yeah, right before that.
Like right when they did that, he was like, "Okay, I'm done."
Yeah.
But he didn't want to do that forever. He just wanted to do it to win whatever. And he's like, "Okay, I want to go acting now."
But I still think he juiced after acting. Are you telling me you think The Rock's not juicing?
We know The Rock is, first of all.
He's got to be on something.
That's not a thing. We all know it. He isn't like confirmed or denied, but he just got too damn big.
Well, and also
for
nobody
no
cares.
reason.
Do we care? We just want to see muscles
Oh
pop
no,
out.
we don't care.
No, we
Some
don't
people
care.
don't care. Some people do. Some people don't. Some people just want him to like admit it.
Oh God. If he doesn't have to admit it, if you can't look at him and be like, yeah, man's from his football playing days to the chiseled specimen that he is right now, like if you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you. He doesn't have to say shit. And if you don't know wrestling, or like if you don't know him from wrestling and you just know him from movies,
He
and
was
stuff,
small in wrestling. He was small.
with like no.
And then he got really, really big. And then didn't he have to get smaller for a part in some movie? Didn't he have to like slim down a little bit?
Who you talking about?
The Rock.
No,
he
I
was
think
bigger before.
if anything, they wanted him bigger for that whole like, what was it, the Scorpion King crap. They wanted.
Or maybe
him to
he
do.
got.
Scorpion King.
Or maybe
He
he
had
got
to be
big.
huge.
He had to get bigger for that.
Yep.
Because I know because he was doing wrestling, but he couldn't do both.
But he even didn't look great in that. Like
no, he wasn't that big.
No, he wasn't that chiseled. He was more puffy.
Oh yeah,
It was more kind of like he ate donuts than
looked like a bunch of water weight crap.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
And then out of nowhere, because in Fast and Furious, he looks ginormous.
Well, that's where I think he really was like, all right, I'm gonna.
Well, there was that. What did he do before that? He did a bunch of the Jumanji crap he was doing.
Yeah, but he wasn't. Well, nah, he was pretty.
Big.
Oh,
He was
hi,
pretty big in
Pops.
Jumanji. Wow, he got
I
it right
know.
in his face.
Craziness.
No, I'm pretty sure he's doing something. I don't think it's like straight steroids. I'm sure he's on something.
Oh, whatever. I don't even care. HGH, peptides, whatever you want to be on. I do not care. I just know that like.
Hell, I mean, in a couple more years, I'm about to try it out just to see how big I can get.
I feel like that's where everybody is at right now. Like they just want to try it out and see what happens. Like,
I mean, I worked
not
out
mad at
really hard for like 5 years, and I got pretty decent results. I'm like, let's push it. Why not?
I'm not mad at it. I mean, as long as you're not, you know, in a sport that bans it. If you're in a sport that bans it, then don't do it. But
I mean, I wouldn't do it for the sport. I would just do it to be big.
I mean, right, but I think a lot of people are doing that now just to see what kind of health that they can have and a better type of lifestyle if their muscles are bigger and they have more testosterone in their body. And
Well, that, but also there's since the gym thing is like a new like fad kind of thing, I guess, with the new people with their own podcasts and whatever they're trying to do and promote working out and promoting that they're like 100% natty. I'm like, no, you're not. You're definitely not. Just stop saying you're natural. You're not. Just give up.
I'm here for it. I love it. I wish they would put it back in baseball at least. I don't think they need to put it in football, even though I'm sure football players are doing it. But
No, they just have
I
to have
don't
one.
but put it back in freaking baseball. Nobody's
no.
hitting each other.
No,
They're
one
literally
collective
just
sport.
hitting a baseball and running. Like, let them do it.
I mean, I don't know. The highlights that I've seen the last couple of times on ESPN, these teams are putting hands on each other.
Oh, yeah, they
so-
get in fights, but that's few and far between. I mean, like, bench clearing brawls aren't the norm.
Yeah.
But as far as the sport itself goes, no one's touching anybody. So, pause. So, go ahead and take as many steroids as you want and hit a baseball 85,000 feet and throw it 107 miles an hour. I'm fine with it.
No,
Shit.
they should just.
I would love, you know where I'd love to see it too? Tennis.
Stop.
Oh my
Let them
God,
get
can-
all
Stop it.
juiced up.
Wow. Can you imagine how
that,
fast those tennis balls will
crap.
go?
Who's that? Oh God, I forget his freaking name, but the cyclist, the Tour de France guy. Shoot.
Armstrong.
Yeah, thank you, Lance Armstrong.
Thank you.
Let
I was
him
gonna
get-
say Phelps, so I was like, no, that's
no,
swimming.
that's a swimmer. He was on weed, not steroids. But let him get all juiced up on that Lance Armstrong yellow wristband crap and go play tennis. Holy moly. I would love to see the jump split, like hit the ball backwards between their legs, all the stuff. I would love it. I'm here for that. Anything where they don't let them get juiced up for golf. Can you imagine a bunch of roid-ridden dudes like just
Jesus.
playing
Stop.
golf?
Stop it.
Holy mac! Listen, I'm in it.
Listen, I don't know if
let
they'd
'em
be able
go.
to have spectators because can you imagine a ball getting hit off a tree and coming back and hitting someone else? Like they're not going to be allowed to
Dude,
have spectators.
Can you imagine a
on that shit.
roid rage at like a PGA golf tournament? Like
They
all
hit
these
into a tree
guys
and you just
in button-down shirts and khaki
hopping out through their
pants
shirts.
and whatever, and then like they hit a ball wrong into the water somewhere, and then they just like the Hulk comes out and they're just like Hulk smash and just terrorize the entire,
Their poor caddies
Ugh.
are going to have to carry like multiple bags because they're going to
Dude.
keep breaking their clubs.
that'd be awesome. Let's go. Roid
Nope.
golf. I'm ready. Not live golf, roid golf. Let's go.
No. Just get all the sports. Don't just get them all juiced up on ever and have them do different sports.
No, I can't. I can't sign up
collective
for
of all
roids
the
in
sports.
football. I mean,
No, like not hit each other. Like have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
big jacked out dude tackle one of those training things and see how hard he can do it.
yeah, like roids in swimming. Like if
Yeah,
all the
why
swimmers
not?
were juiced up in swimming and they're just
chuck it in
like
there. Go.
fucking tidal wave.
Which one go?
The pool is a whole tidal wave just because these dudes, massive dudes, are just like tearing through the water. Yeah, I could do that. I get into that. I would definitely make it more interesting.
Everybody on roids.
That's why baseball's like nobody's watching baseball right now because it's fucking boring. Because people, they're not doing it. They're not on it. It's just
So boring.
So much better in the 90s and early 2000s. Let them do it. That's fine.
That is one sport that I cannot sit and watch with you. Baseball.
Because it's boring.
It's so boring.
It wasn't boring when I was growing up. It's boring now
It's
because
so boring.
these skinny dudes are trying to hit home runs and it's not working out. But
Yeah, it's so boring.
yeah. Now I'm stuck on roid golf, but
roid
that's
tennis.
okay. Anyway, yeah, roid tennis, roid golf. I'm
People
here
are gonna
for
die.
it.
People
Huh?
are gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
They're just gonna get hit by some stray something.
That's what I'm saying. You can't have spectators in golf. because
Yeah,
it's gonna
famous
hit.
hit a golf ball.
It's gonna hit off of a tree and come back and kill some lady.
That would be
Like
amazing. No, not killing a lady, but like just
sure?
roid
sure that was
golf
no
would
lady?
be amazing.
just roid golf.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. All right, what else did we see? That's pretty much the fun stuff from what I was scrolling through.
I did see some, and this is a way different type of topic. So I saw that the OUR guy has
Dude, a pedophile too? No, not a
Yeah.
pedophile, but he likes to grope women without consent
in
or
yeah something, and I saw it and I was so disheartened.
Women or children?
I
It's
think
it's not.
there's not a lot of details on it, but
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear the pedophile thing, but I definitely
hold
feel
on, let
like
me see if I can find it.
what I saw was that he was going on like they were going on undercover missions and whatever, and he would tell these women that they had to shower with him to make it look good that they were married and a couple and whatever. They would have to, sit on his lap or I don't know, something stupid to like pass off that they're actually a couple or whatever.
Some
And
fucking weird James Bond shit. What is happening?
yeah, I guess he used it to kind of get in there.
Ugh.
Man's living some weird fantasy over there.
But I mean, isn't it always though? It's always
It's the ones that are the face.
yeah. I mean, it's always the
Yeah, it's
ones
right
that
here.
are the head of it.
All right, hold on.
Pause. And
It's right here.
yeah, I'm
Right
surprised,
here.
but I'm not surprised. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. James Bond, look at his face right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. It kind of always happens. It's like
Yeah, it says apparently that it's not a conspiracy. His own organization found it's right here. I don't know if you guys can see this part right here.
yeah.
That his own organization found out that he was sexually abusing women and let him go. Not liberals, not the media. Then the Mormon Church found out what he was doing from their own investigation and distanced themselves. But somehow some of you have a hunt. Oh,
No,
that is
no, come on now. That's what Sean King wrote. Like
Yeah.
that's I mean
either way, whether it's, and again, this is the difficult.
I mean, I definitely saw it on a different outlet other than Sean King.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I read it in the newspaper too. It was like in the New York Post and some other outlet too.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, and he definitely was using like how they were going about their undercover missions to like take advantage of women and whatever. So, it just, but they all are like that. Like you can even go to the Republican, what was it, a Republican senator, governor, or whatever, who was like, I'm only for marriage between men and women, whatever. And then he's getting banged on his governor's desk by some,
Yep.
it's always like that. It's always the ones that scream the loudest about shit that have the most
Yep.
in their closet.
Yep.
It just, so it sucks. I mean, I hope that their organization keeps going because I'm actually a fan of their organization.
Yeah.
And what they stand for.
Yep. 100%.
Whereas normally you like what the message is, but hate what the organization does. In this case, I like what the message is and I like what the organization is doing.
Yeah,
so
it seems that they are legit, and and the organization is actually doing what the mission statement says, like that this is what they do. And from all the things that they share, and you see these rescues and you see the rehabilitation that these women are going through and men are going through after they've been rescued and trying to get back into real life. And if that's still the mission, and members of the organization can keep it going in that type of integrity, like I'm for that too. It's always just disheartening, and you're almost kind of numb to it now. Kind of like you said, there's so many faces of people that are supposedly doing good things, and then you find out that they're not. They're using
literally everything for years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Popping
using
up.
the platform to get the money or the attention that they need, but they're also the ones doing exactly what their organization is supposed to be like.
Yeah, you can
helping, you know what I
kind of
mean?
go through that with all of them. You go through that with the ASPCA. You can go through that with
Organizations,
anything.
celebrities,
Yep.
everybody.
Yep.
Everybody can get it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
they all do
church,
it.
Boy Scouts. I mean, you saw that. You started to watch that
Olympics.
documentary
Dude,
about the
Boy
Boy
Scouts of
Scouts.
America.
Boy
Fuck, man,
Scouts,
I was
Olympics.
broken after that. I was absolutely broken after I watched that documentary.
Yep.
Like, and having a young son and wanting him to be able to go out there and be with other dudes and do dude shit and learn how to be, like, watching that, I was like, oh my God. I used to go to camp all the time without a parental figure.
Yep.
And now it's like, you can't do that, or you're going to have a whole generation of kids coming back from camp again that got fucked up and now don't know how to have a healthy relationship, don't know how to cope. They don't have coping skills. They don't, you know what I mean? That was so sad.
No, and I mean, I hear people now that are saying like, "Oh yeah, my kid's gonna go to an overnight camp or whatever." Have you guys thought about that? No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not gonna go. I've also seen a couple reels. I don't know if you guys have seen this going around, where a father was saying that he dealt with something like this with his daughter, where like his daughter is like, Dad, everybody else that I know, all my friends get to go have sleepovers. Why can't I go to a sleepover? He's like, because you can't.
Yeah.
The only way that I can keep you safe is in my own home. He goes, you can have your friends come over here
Here.
because I know my home is safe, but you are not allowed to go and sleep over at someone else's house. And it caused a lot of tension and frustration. She's,
And
know,
it's
a
not
teenager.
even just girls anymore. Like
Yep.
a long time ago, or not even a long time ago, like, I don't know, before we had him, I would have said like, yeah, my son can go out and do whatever my son wants to go out and do, not my daughter. Like, I'm not sending my daughter to sleepaway camp. I'm not sending my daughter outside of my general eye shot.
Yep.
And now I'm like, I'm not sending him outside of my general eye shot. Like, he can't go anywhere either.
No.
Sorry. Like,
No,
it's
and
just as bad for boys as it is for girls.
Yeah, and at the end of it, he shared that the daughter, now that she's older, because for her 18th birthday, he was like, well, what do you want? You're 18. I want to go sleep over to a friend's house. Fine, you're 18. You're technically an adult. Like, if this is what you want to do, go ahead. So she went, and I guess she was only there for a little bit and ended up calling him and asking her father to come get her. Because what had happened is that she was in a room full of, I don't know, 5 other friends, and every single friend told her about the sexual assault experience that they went through by sleeping over at someone else's house. An older brother, a cousin, or somebody that was there.
Uncle Bob. Yep.
Yeah, at the house.
Sorry, everybody named Bob. I didn't mean it.
And
fuck you guys named Bob.
Damn. And she ended up coming home and saying thank you to her dad and saying thank you so much for protecting me, and because I don't have that story. So it's so sad that, I mean, you have to be very careful. We have to be very careful as parents to find safe people for our kids to be around and make the decision that, like, no, you're not going to go stay at someone else's house. No, at 6, you don't need your own phone. No, you don't need to be on social media. I don't want him on social media at all. Like,
no,
there's no reason for you to be on it.
I don't know. I find it funny that we let kids do all these things at younger ages now that require the same amount of decision making as joining the army, as drinking, as driving, as voting, as we're letting these kids decide things at a younger age than anything else. So, like, it's okay for a kid. It's not okay for a kid to have tobacco until they're whatever it is in whatever state you are, but it's okay for them to decide about, like, having sex or, like, just the shit that these pedophiles come up with that are like, well, they're 15, they're 16. In olden days, they would have been considered an adult. Well, we don't consider that an adult anymore
We
because
ain't there
there's
no more.
80 right.
We ain't there no more.
Yeah.
There's
We've come a long
85
way.
things that we say they can't decide until they're at least 18.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing right now?
Mm-hmm.
Why are they allowed to decide? Like, social media, you have to have the ability to make good decisions. I mean, and even when you do have the ability to make good decisions,
Other people don't.
social media will eat you up and spit you the fuck out and not give a shit. It will go on to live another day and you will be curled up in a ball on the floor.
Yep.
But we let these kids have these phones and these social media accounts at 13. And then you wonder why they can't cope with anything and they're depressed
real
as
life.
fuck by the time they're 18.
Yeah.
Well, because they've been shit on for 5 years via people that they're never going to meet.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they actually
Or
care
just
about it.
fake accounts from
Right.
people they do know within their same circles.
But it's like, okay,
Yep.
that's fine. They're 13. They're capable of having Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and whatever the fuck else they're doing.
Yep.
And that's fine. Like, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But they're capable of making those decisions, but they're not capable of making voting decisions, or they would harm themselves less if they were voted at 13 than if they got on social media. They would harm themselves less.
Yep.
So, and they're left on their own. It's not like their parents are watching them on social media.
No, because even with the parental
guidelines,
I mean, it's helpful,
but
it's not
they find
impossible.
a way around it.
Yeah.
They find a way around it.
Yeah, because they have these apps like Snapchat. You have a conversation with someone, that shit goes away. WhatsApp is the same thing.
Do people still use WhatsApp? Is that still a thing?
I think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
People use WhatsApp. Yeah, Snapchat's the same way to hide crap.
Yeah, but like you're having a message and then you're having a conversation and then it goes away. But by then, a young girl or a young boy could have already given out where they live, where they're gonna meet up, how you're gonna meet, like how you're gonna do this, pictures.
That's the depths of that thing. Like, why would they develop an app that has conversations that deletes this automatically? Like, that's just red flags alone.
Yeah, and it's my understanding that the very people that make these apps don't allow their own children on said apps. If that is not the biggest red flag of all of this, I've heard that too. Yep. There's no reason that, I mean, and we've talked about this as adults. Like, I find myself on my phone a little bit too much and like looking at what other people are doing and not being present in the moment and whatever. And I'm an adult. I mean, it's so overstimulating for us as adults. I can't imagine how overstimulating it is for kids. They just can't peel themselves away from it.
I've gone down the Instagram rabbit hole and found myself so pissed at the end of like 20 minutes that I'm ready to like go off on everybody's page. And I'm like, you know what? You need to turn this phone off.
Yep.
What 13-year-old is going to do that? What 15-year-old, 16-year-old, 17-year-old? Like, you're not. You're just not. It's, what'd you say, Jeff?
So they're going to respond to every comment.
Oh, yeah.
They're just going to go down and just respond and just keep talking.
Did you have a response to this too?
Papas.
Did you have something to say about this?
What's up, Jabram?
No, just wanted to see you.
What's up, Jabram?
I mean, adults do the same thing. My God, adults have a lot of opinions online because there's no consequences to it. So
Karen life.
But that's if you really care about it. Like, if you're trolling somebody, cool. Like, if you're trolling someone to elicit a response so that you can respond to it, fine. People do that. That's how you make your living. That's how you make your content. Like, whatever. It's up to you whether that's how you feel about it. Fine. I'm not here to judge it. Do your thing. But like, some of these people really give a shit, and it'll fuck up their whole day if you tell them that their shit was wrong on YouTube or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever other thing that they use. And it breaks them. It literally breaks them. They're not the same person after it. So are you made for this space, or are you not made for the space, or have you been properly educated on the space? Do you as an adult, sure, fine, but as a kid,
It's more the online lobbies. That's what it is.
the online who?
The online gaming lobbies of just the people just running their mouths constantly.
Oh, like Twitch or
No, like literally like on video games where kids just openly voice
trash
chat
each other.
and just go in. Like I grew up with that,
I've
so
never been in that world. What's that? You guys play video games in your online video games?
yeah, and just talking smack with the other team and your own teammates and just going off.
Oh, is it like
It's bad.
gross in there?
It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
It's words you wouldn't say in public, kind of things.
But that's the thing. Like
Yeah.
that just
That's
proves
stuff we grew up with. So you can only imagine, like, you can't be in a lobby with that and just react to everything. You're never gonna survive.
well, and also too, that comes with being unable to handle what the real world is and real world problems and issues and things that you have to work through. Because if you're constantly on a video game and you're getting pissed off at somebody, you're just going off on the video game and you
Yeah.
just get so fucking angry that you don't know how to control yourself because you're like, oh, it's just a game. But then all of a sudden, every single thing in life is pissing you off to the point where you want to fucking like fuck somebody up and you have zero self-control because you're just spending all your time there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can do that. It's fun.
Oh boy.
Kids
I don't
are
know.
not ready for life.
I mean, you can talk about so many cultures, but I feel like they're all the same. Like if you do video game culture, gym culture, Instagram culture, online, whatever, like anything online culture at this point
It's all the same.
is
It's all the same.
It's
There's people
gotten-
for each little
yeah.
clique,
Yeah.
and they all act
Yeah,
like
man.
children. They all act like children.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a place for that. I kind of talked about this with a friend of mine the other day, and I I'll bring up Sevon's chat for instance. They're a bunch of grown adults just going ham. It's like they're at a frat party. It's like they're reliving their teenage
Their
20s.
The glory days.
Yeah, man. And
You know,
I'm
high
I'm
school
there for it.
football. Yeah.
Right. It's kind of like an Al Bundy syndrome sort of thing. And I'm not mad at it. Like, I think it's cool and I think it's fun. And I think it's like you should be able to do that. Like, we were listening to freaking 90s station, whatever. And we're like, oh shit. Like, what was it? Who was playing when we turned on the 90s station on the way home? And it was like, we hadn't heard them in forever.
Lit. My own worst enemy.
My own worst enemy. Yeah. And I was like, oh, they even make bands like these anymore? And I'm like going off like, oh crap, they don't even have bands where you're sad and you're in your feels and you're like, and there isn't that anymore. And the fact that there are places for that to go do that, and you can just talk locker room talk and talk, how you would talk with your boys and, with doing whatever, having a whatever. Like the fact that you can go do that again and there's a safe place for that to get your shit out and work your shit out. I'm all about it. I'm for it. I think it's great. Just when other people come look at it, it's like, oh, because I don't think they've ever had that before. I think if you're born outside of, like, if your birthday starts with a 2, I don't know if you know how to just, it's fucking funny, bro. Like that whole thing today where they got that TikTok challenge going around about it was on Candace Owens' page, and it's the white slurs. Like
I don't think you sent it to me. Did you send it
I sent it to you and Jeff, but it's like the best white people slurs you can come up with.
Hilarious.
And
do you want me to play it?
No, you don't have to play it, but
Don't do
there's
that.
some
Maybe
there's
some tough ones in there.
There's a few.
First of all, I thought the one was all-purpose flour, which I was like, yeah, but it's not. It's non-purpose flour, and I was like, ouch.
Wow.
And then there's like chalk children. There was even chalk chihuahua.
Wow.
Bro, I am just literally picturing the white Taco Bell Chihuahua.
Hairless.
Yeah, man. Like, ouch.
Oh God.
But not though. But not ouch.
I got
Like
hit with the bleach demon.
Bleach Demon was good. I'm not even gonna.
I never heard half of these before my whole life.
No, me either.
Nope.
So where y'all getting?
I mean, sure, Cracker, sure, Snow Bunny, sure.
We've been hearing those for
yeah,
years.
that's whatever. Fine. Even like, wow, Chalk Children. I was like, damn, that slapped. Like,
the fact that that's like
go.
a TikTok thing is weirder.
I know.
Some
I
weird
don't-
trend.
But
Whatever.
But this is exactly the point of like.
But you know what? People born after like 2000 and 2005 are going to be pissed about it. And I could give a crap.
No, don't care.
But these are also the same people. I don't know if I should finish this sentence.
Ooh.
Let's
But
hear.
I guess
what
I
You're
kind
going to
of
break
people-
the internet?
I guess
Go
I
ahead, break the
will.
internet. Go ahead.
These are also the same people that are doing the stupid fucking TikTok challenges that people are getting seriously hurt and or killed. So I mean,
Mhm.
like
Not funny. It's not
Tide Pods.
at all.
the
Tide Pod
Tide
challenge.
Pods.
Not even that, but what was the
What-
one where
the
they were
one that-
climbing?
No, they were jumping off the back of the fucking boats,
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
like
It was like high speed boats
high speed boats and jumping off, and people were dying because they were getting hit by the
Breaking
propellers.
or breaking their neck in the
Right?
water.
Like
yeah.
what?
Well, yeah, water at that speed turns into concrete. So
Right?
I don't know what they were thinking with that
But what
one.
was the one where they were climbing up? They were building like a tower.
Oh, the milk crate
The
challenge.
milk
The
crate
milk
challenge.
crates. Yep.
Dumbest thing ever.
But that's what I'm
Holy bro.
saying.
Dumbest
Like
thing ever.
Nope.
I'm just like, everybody is so sensitive, but yet
No,
you're doing
just
these very
just let them sort it out.
stupid challenges.
Survival of the fittest. Let them sort it out.
Just a little bit, baby.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of food, okay? Okay, love.
The one chore he has to feed his dog. That's fine. Go ahead.
Open the door first.
That time already?
Uh,
Oh,
Yeah,
Close
we're
the
there.
doors. Be careful.
close enough. He's starting to whine for food. But
I saw it.
So I'm kind of like another reason that my kid does not need to be on social media. Like
not mad at
another
it.
reason that he does not need to be on social media.
Yeah, wrong.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not
they
mad at it.
come up with some weird challenges. I don't understand how it's even a challenge.
I don't either.
Like, there's not even like a skill-based thing they got to do or learn. So who can do
And you
this
wanna
stupid
look
thing
at the
without
person-
breaking something?
that like came up with said challenge. Like who was the one that originated these challenge? Like who
It
was the
was-
original one?
It was China. They're proving a point that we are so dumb that we will do these stupid challenges and just kill
Well,
ourselves off.
I mean,
Joking. I
best
have no
part-
idea.
the best part is like, I mean, you can send those white slurs around. That's fine. None of the white people care. No one is gonna throw a fit. Like it will never compare to using the N word. You will never be allowed to use the N word.
I
It's
mean,
never gonna happen. I feel like white people started the white people slur challenge so that something would pop up that would be just as bad as the N word, so that they could justify using the N word. That's my compare. There you go.
that's
My
your
conspiracy theory for the evening. I feel like white people came up with it.
no. I mean, I think you're right there. I think you're right for that. That makes sense. But I think it's. I don't know.
Go ahead. You got to think.
That now go. We're here now.
I
We-
don't
we
know,
did
man.
it.
I feel like it's because they want the black people slurs thing to start, or all the slurs. They pick all the races. They want to just start challenges with every other race, and have
No, I don't-
everyone just pick up every slur so then they can just start saying whatever they want, anywhere they want. as a
Yeah.
challenge.
Okay. I'll go with you with there. I think they want to be able to say whatever they want. And what I think they want to be able to say is the N word. And because they're never going to be able to freaking use it, they're trying to find a way to use it. It's the one thing they don't got. It's the one thing white people don't got is they can't say it.
Why
And
do
if they
want
do
it
say
back?
it,
Why do they want it back? That's all I want to know. Why?
because they lost it. Why does
Yeah, they are white people. It makes sense.
like if you want to go like colonization to colonization, like and listen, I personally don't feel like a word should have any power over you. Like if you allow words to have power over you, I feel like you got to figure that out. Like why does that affect you? I do. Absolutely do. Also, you can't say the N-word. So, and they want to say it.
They want to look me in my eyes.
Yeah, and say it. Yeah,
Call me
absolutely.
and not get punched in the
Call
face.
me a nigger to my face.
They absolutely want to be able to sing Snoop Dogg's lyrics again.
And not bleep it out while you sing it.
And not
like I do.
blur themselves like they do.
Nah, look around the
They
round
just
and kind of say it. Anyone see this?
Nope.
Anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Nope.
So, yeah, that's my conspiracy theory for the week. I saw it this morning and fucking fell out.
I mean, at least not eating weird shit. So, I mean, I'll take this one, I guess.
I was
They're
like,
not eating weird shit.
It's always been like, let's eat stuff that's not food.
Yep.
I mean,
like,
no one's gonna die over
highly toxic chemicals. Yeah, let's put it in our mouth. You deserve to get sick and die.
Over calling someone a white chihuahua or chalk chihuahua. Like no one's gonna get killed over that.
It might help out the younger generation better deal with dissing and burning other kids in school when they have more to work with.
I mean,
they've been so sheltered. They don't see this stuff anymore. They can't win the Yo Mama fights. They can't get the burns.
Listen, Yo Mama jokes will always be the classics.
Yes, but your kid don't know no Yo Mama jokes. Your kid don't know nothing.
And it shows. It shows, damn it. You didn't grow up with Yo Mama jokes and it shows. Oh my.
It's fine.
All right, I'm good. I feel like we're going to have to start coming up with pause jokes. And so that's when I feel like the episode has to end. But
man, probably.
I'm going to find it because I'm sure that now that it's been announced that TikTok challenge is out, there'll be more about it. And
I'm sure.
I'm here for it. So let's go.
I'm sure. Well, I guess I agree with Jeff. At least they're not,
eating Tide Pods. Yeah.
Stupid stuff.
I'm there for that.
Is that still a thing? Are they still doing it?
No, they ended it.
Oh, that was a while ago.
They ended that a while ago, but Tide didn't do anything. It's not.
They still have Tide Pods.
They weren't kids. They were like teenagers. Like
right.
But wasn't that during the Molly epidemic though? Wasn't it Tide Pods and Molly together?
No, it was just Tide Pods.
No, it was just Tide Pods.
You put it in your mouth, wait for it to burst open, and then you record yourself doing that. That's literally what they want you to do.
Yep.
Awesome.
You deserve to get sick. I don't feel bad for you.
I mean,
because it was like, oh, you gotta stop for these kids. They're not kids. They're grown kids who go to the store, can buy it, open it, put it in their mouth.
Yep.
No little kids.
It literally says on the label, it's toxic. Don't eat it.
But that's what I'm saying. You're asking kids under the age of 18 to make correct decisions.
They don't.
They're not going to.
Because they want to be TikTok famous for 5 seconds.
Right. There's no good decisions will be made between the ages of you're born and like 25.
Well, even that the one dumb dude for the clout crashed his own plane.
Yeah.
He faked that crap and then jumped out of his plane and let it smash. He's under like a bunch of like federal laws he broke for doing it.
And
really?
Yeah.
I missed that one.
There was a poor kid here in New York that rode on the subway and was subway surfing. And he was like 14, 15 years old, subway surfing. And what happened? The train moved and he fell the fuck off. Like, no good decisions are made. Like, you're not. Like,
grown people doing this crap.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like
even when they were doing what was the one where they were outside their car dancing while the
car was
the car was moving.
That was
like,
Drake.
That
and like 15 people got run over.
What was the stupid song?
Kiki.
That's dumb stupid shit.
Yeah.
Oh, just stop.
And like 15 people, like either the car crashed or they got run over or like damaged property, like whatever.
Oh yeah, because they were driving it and they would get out.
Yeah.
And then
let the car keep going. Let the car keep going. Yeah.
It.
And then they would get in front of it and try to stop it.
Again, I don't feel bad for these people.
So
let them weed themselves out, I guess. See, our medicine's too good, so they have to figure out other ways to do it. These people shouldn't be making other people.
It's too good.
I said weed them out. That's fine.
Oh my god.
Yes. It's
survival of the fittest.
Take the warning labels off things for a while. Just do that.
What?
Take all the warning labels off stuff for a while and just let it all sort of stuff out.
Oh, pan out. Take the warning labels off and just let shit pan out.
Yes.
Amazing.
All these in the way people.
Oh man.
And on that note, love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Don't take the warning labels off things, people.
No, keep
By the way,
on.
keep the warning labels on.
Goodbye.